Arkansas love that. Where are our big ladies at? See, I'm like, hey, who here considers himself real fat? Raise your hand. How old are you?
12.
Oh, shit. You're about to learn something, son.
Yeah, he does. Teach him.
Huh?
He does. Teach him.
Teach him? Oh, okay. Well, first thing I'm going to say is that I got my period! Yeah! I'm pumped about it. Ladies, you ever get your period and all of a sudden become a really good Christian? You know what I mean? You're on the pot taking a tinkle, and you're sitting there and praise him! Praise me, Jesus! Praise him! And you get so excited you start doing dance moves you haven't done since like the early 90s. You're like, praise him! Praise him! Praise him! That's what I did this morning. It's always a miracle when it comes. It's always... That's my lifestyle. Do you get it? You should. Man, guys. And other good news, I've decided to go back on antidepressants. Thank you, thank you. After taking them for 10 years, I was like, maybe I don't need these. So I stopped taking them, but then after spending an entire weekend locked in my room, doing nothing but laying there naked, masturbating, eating spaghetti, and scream crying while watching TLC, I realized maybe this isn't what the other ladies are doing. So I'm popping those pills again. It's okay though, I got to see a great special on TLC about my favorite thing ever. Primordial dwarfs. I love them, y'all. I love primordial dwarfs. Like, not regular dwarfs, not mitochondria, okay? Because them suckers, you know, they're the ones with the little bodies with the big heads. I like these little primordial ones. Because they're like their bodies are little and their little bird noses, and they're like, I'm a primordial dwarf! Like, with their little primordial dwarfs. Like, voices, it's just like, every time I see a baby on the street, like, my first thought is like, holy fuck, is that a primordial dwarf? Like, shit, it's a baby. It's a toddler. Oh, man, every time a friend calls me from home and is like, I'm pregnant, I'm always like, what chance is it that it could be a dwarf? How likely is that? So that's what I want. I think one of my biggest, like, goals in life is that I want to date a primordial dwarf. And I want to get one of those like baby backpacks, you know, that you carry on the front. We can just like go to bars together, and I can put my boyfriend in my little baby Bjorn, you know. And we're both just sitting at the bar having a beer. You know, the lady will be like, "Man, that baby can't have a beer," and I'm like, "This is my boyfriend, a primordial dwarf." It's so rude. Oh. Dwarfs. Love them. Aside from that, I have recently lost 15 pounds on Weight Watchers. When I say that, I mean that I attend the meetings, and I take 10 times the amount of Adderall that I'm prescribed. But who cares as long as I'm losing weight? I want to be like really skinny. I want to like walk into a room and people are like, "Have you seen Allie? She looks real sick." But her ass is awesome. That's what I want people to say about me. I get all my dieting tips from eating disorder shows. So any day now. Oh man, no, but losing the weight on Weight Watchers, that was good. I realized I'm wearing jeans now that I've lost weight because I quit there for a while. Because about 5 months ago, my roommate came up to me and was like, "Allie, Ed is your best friend. I feel like I need to let you know that you got a camel toe every day." Do y'all know what that is? It's a little front butt action. But it's got a camel toe every day. And I was like, because that wasn't really the look I was going for, you know? And so yeah, so basically I've joined Weight Watchers, and now I've lost 15 pounds in my vagina. That's where it went. That's where all my weight went. Sandwich in the mouth to the lips. Awful. Spanx underwear. That's what I'm supporting. Oh man, guys. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm not from around these parts. Born and raised in North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I love the South. I went home not too long ago, and it was like a really great visit. I got to see like a lot of my family. I think the best thing about my trip was that I only got called a whore 5 times by my mama. My mama, she's a good lady. My mama, we found out that I was dyslexic, dyscalculic, and ADHD, little rainbow of learning disabilities, when I was 8. And as soon as we found that out, my mom, who I don't think I ever saw her without a glass of wine for like the first 20 years of my life, she just calls me over to the side and she's like, baby girl, everyone in life has their own personal struggles. And like I really struggled with like reading and writing, and my mom really struggled with like wine and silicone. And, oh man, it's tough being her. She's great. Like she put me in beauty pageants when I was 8. That's when we found out I had the learning disability, and she was like, oh, she's not real smart, but she's pretty. I did a lot of them. I did a whole lot of them. I was kind of like Jean-Benet Ramsey, you know? Except for mom drank more wine and my parents didn't kill me. Punchline, yes! Yeah! That's my thing. Sometimes I like to kick out my punchlines. If you're ever wondering if something was funny, just look for the kick. It was, you just missed it. Pay attention. Oh, man. Yeah, I love going home. One of my favorite memories of my mom is, ladies, do you remember being at the age where if you didn't have a Cabbage Patch doll, then someone might as well fucking kill you? Like it was like you wanted one. He's like, she said fuck. You wanted one like so bad. Like when I was 7 years old, I wanted nothing more than a Cabbage Patch doll, and every Walmart in North Carolina had been checked and they could not find one. But finally, my mama found one, but whoopsie daisies, it was black. So when I went to open it on Christmas morning, I was like, what's wrong with my doll? And my mama said, baby girl, that doll right there is Hawaiian! So I went around for the next few years, and every time I'd see a black person, I was like, aloha! 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 Everybody in North Carolina thought I was either racist or retarded. I'm actually neither. I'm actually a pretty decent person. My day job is actually that I take care of a 24-year-old adult man with autism. And he's great. He has behaviors, which means sometimes he punches me in the face. And his favorite show on television is a little show called Maury. He loves it. He loves it. He gets really mad sometimes. He got really mad at me the other day because I wouldn't let him play with the Wii. And he pinched me, scratched me, pulled my hair, and in the middle of him pulling my hair, he got so mad that all of a sudden he just goes, screw you, Lily! Screw you! In the case of baby Matthew, the results are in! You are not the father! Look it! You done pinched me, scratched me, pulled my hair, told me I'm not the father of your child, insinuating I got a penis. If you've seen the toe, you know it ain't true. Only people I'll let treat me like that are my boyfriends. Let's be honest, ladies. If he's not hitting you, does he really care? That's what my dad says. Yeah, man, my dad's great. He's one of my favorite people. He's a criminal defense attorney. Every day he wears a full suit with slick back hair, a bow tie, and cowboy boots, like Atticus Finch, but fatter and racist. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I like my dad a lot. There's a lot of racism happening in North Carolina. It's real. It's kind of their favorite thing. Church and racism. They just love it down there. one of my favorite funny racist moments has a little bit of a backstory from when I was home at Christmas. Is that, okay, the backstory is that, oh my goodness guys, this is a big secret, okay, is that I dated a lady for my first time this year, and like for real dated a lady, like, because I've been like finger blasted on a woman's bunk bed. But I had never held a lady's hand at the movie theater, and now I have, and she was Asian. And the only person I really told is I talked to my sissy every morning, my sister, and she was like one of the main people I had told, and she would call me every morning and be like, hey, how's things going with you and Mulan? Pretty good. See you at Christmas. When I get to Christmas, me and the girl had broke up, and I was kind of sad about it, and I look underneath the Christmas tree, and there sits a Chinese takeout box with chopsticks coming out of it with my name on it. Lovely. And when I opened it, it was a pack of Kung Fu noodles, and she had written on it, please enjoy this puss puss platter. Oh, completely true. Completely true. And my oldest brother is probably one of the most racist in the family. He looks at her and goes, oh, shit. Shit. What the hell's that mean? You dating an Asian man now? Oh, shit. I was like, he was like, well, that's a lot better than that black man you were dating. And he's only referencing one black man, because if we're going to be completely honest, okay, I've actually done the deed, hokey pokey, pull in the hole. I've done that deed up with 2 black men this year, 1 white guy, and a feisty Puerto Rican. That's what Puerto Ricans do. I did all that, and for a while there, I thought with all that, like I did it because I'm a generous person, and because I thought I was probably going to start a new foundation called No Dick Left Behind. But then I dated my lady, my Mulan, and so I'm like, oh man, actually what I'm doing is I'm ending racism via my vagina. Amazing. You're welcome, world. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Oh man. One of my favorite stories that revolves around that, as far as is when I first started realizing that I wanted to date a lady. Like, I'm definitely a bisexual. I'm like, I think I like these ladies. I think I like them. I want to touch them. So I went to the bookstore and I was like, I got to do some research. And I got this book, and it's called Dear John, I Love Jane. Short stories about women who leave men for women. And I was babysitting a 4-year-old little girl, and this book was in my back seat. And I'm just driving down the road, and I turn around to look to see what she's doing, and she's just reading the book. Looking just like she's reading it, and I was like, hey girl, you confused too? You don't know either? Not sure which side to go on? And she's 4, so she just looks at me and she's like, Allie, brownies! I was like, I know, I love black dick too. It's a really hard choice to make. I know what you mean, girlfriend. Oh man. Water. I hydrate for these jokes. Oh, that's good. Oh, this was something I just remember. I was trying to write some kind of joke about. I was like, I gotta get some Black History Month jokes, and I was trying to write some stuff about it, and then I thought about. I had this memory of me as a kid growing up in the South as like a rich, white, privileged kid. My private school would take us on these field trips to the ocean once a year, and it was just like rich white kids frolicking in the sea. And so cute, so beautiful. But at nighttime, they had this educational game that they like to play with us called Underground Railroad. And basically, you just have to imagine the image of nobody ever wanted to be a slave. Everybody was just so mad if they had to be a slave. So it's just a bunch of rich white kids standing around in a circle going, don't want to be a slave this year. I was a slave last year. I don't want to be a slave. Everybody wanted to be fucking Harriet Tubman, man. That's where it was at. Harriet Tubman. You should have seen, like, the touchdown dance the little girl would do that got to be Harriet Tubman. It's like, and you, Michelle, or Harriet Tubman? I'm Harriet! I'm Harriet Tubman! You a slave, and I'm Harriet Tubman! And then there was always, like, the one black kid in the class that was standing over in the corner, like, my parents are not going to be okay with this. I think they're going to be happy about this at all. Not at all. Oh, man, guys. One of my things that I try to do every time I go home is I try to go to church, just because it's funny. It is. I grew up Southern Baptist. Southern Baptist. When I was home over Christmas, really good news, everyone's going to be so excited about this, y'all, is that Jessica got saved by the Lord. Yeah, I know. Go Jessica. You're like, who the hell is Jessica? Jessica is a lovely lady who goes to my church. And basically getting saved at the Lighthouse of God, where my mama's cousin's husband, Doug, is the preacher. That's true. It goes a little something like this. Doug would walk into church service and say, "Who here loves the Lord this morning?" And Jessica's like, I love the Lord, preacher God. It's like, who here loves the Lord this morning? So, I love the Lord, preacher God. Jessica, come on up here. And he puts his hand on her. He's like, Jessica, do you love the Lord? She's like, I love the Lord, preacher God. And then she starts to speak in tongues, and then he punches her in the face. And then she falls on the ground, and when her skirt flies over her head, my grandpa's job is to take a sheet and cover up her vagina. Everybody's like, that's so great, you're close to your grandpa, what does he do? And I'm like, well, he does upholstery. Then on Wednesdays and Sundays, he covers up vaginas that have recently been saved by the Lord. Oh man, I haven't told my grandpa that I've dated any ladies, and I especially haven't told him that I've dated any black men. The only person I'd really told there for a while was my sister. And when I first told my sister, she goes, I'm like, I'm dating a black guy. And she goes, what the fuck? I mean, how the fuck does that even happen? And I was like, well, I was at a bar, I saw him, I liked what I saw, so I strolled right on up to him, and I was like, aloha! And then we went home, had sex, and ate Hot Pockets, because that's a relationship. Thank you, we all agree. Something, since I've been on the Weight Watchers, I've been going to the gym a lot more, and I don't know if you guys have been in a locker room, a ladies' locker room at a gym recently, but it's real freaking nasty in there. It's gross. Some women are doing some weird shit in there, okay? I looked over the other day, I was getting changed, I looked over at the steam room area, and there was a woman, and she just had one titty up against the glass. I'm like, that is a very interesting way to steam. And I know probably as a Southern woman, you probably would assume that I spend most of my time, I don't know, like baking pies and getting hit by my husband. But recently, after going to the gym so much, I decided to write a rap about weird shit that women do in locker rooms. I'm going to do it for you. Hope you like it. Hit it, DJ. How's it going, DJ? Is it playing, DJ?
It's trying.
It's
Alright, well, you try to get that worked out, and we'll just talk about some of this wall art. That'd be weird if somebody came in right now. He was like, oh, I didn't realize. Oh, sorry, I got the rap. Ladies in the locker room, ladies in the locker room, acting a hot mess. Ladies in the locker room, ladies in the locker room, acting a hot mess. Ladies in the locker room. I do lunges in the nude, then I pull up a chair, meditate a little, blow dry my pussy hair. After a couple of hours of yoga, I take a big old dump. Then I ask a stranger all about my ass bump. Take a real long shower, wax my nipples real quick, spend 30 minutes rubbing lotion on my clit. Then the locker room, ladies in the locker room, acting a hot mess. Ladies in the locker room, ladies in the locker room, ladies in the locker room, acting a hot mess, ladies in the locker room. Stop all your whispering, you stupid skinny whores. It's that time of the month, and I'm bleeding on the floor. You're